Felix Lebrun! And now from China, Wang Chuqin!
Lionheart has entered the arena that is packed inside and out from Smash Park with thousands of fans flooding the lawn looking at a big screen. Who knows if movie theaters are screening this across China right now, but the world is watching in unison after an incredibly gutting semifinal for Wang Chuqin. He has had a very busy week and he meets a man who is undefeated at the final steps here before the trophies will be given out. It's a best-of-7 battle. First player to win 4 games to 11 points must win by 2. Will be the champion of the final Grand Smash this year, the second China Smash in history. The WTT head-to-head between these two favors Wang Chuqin 3-0. Internationally, they've played 4, just 1 more for Wang Chuqin. But this just goes to show you that the world number 7, the penhold sensation, look at that here, capable of just about anything. In finals, 2/3, just over 75%, 3/4, Wang Chuqin successful. Christoph Geiger, our official, our umpire for the match in the high chair, will keep things fair and square and especially exciting for fans. As they give a handshake, a little high five there, we'll head over for the coin toss with Christoph Geiger to determine where the players stand.
Just yellow or green?
And who serves.
Green for Lebrun, yellow for Wang. Yellow, Wang won the toss. Receive for Wang, left side for Lebrun.
So, Felix Lebrun chose the side that Sun Yingxia's been choosing all week. And I choose to have on my left, I, Adam Bobrow, choose Fraser Riley in the commentary booth. Good to have you back, Fraser.
Amazing to be here at the China Smash. It's the one we've all been waiting for. It's the men's singles final, the first ever singles final between Wang Chuqin and Felix Lebrun. I can't think of a foreign player who has won the China Open or any kind of China-related event of any kind before. So this is huge right here.
Dmitry Ovcharov with Timo Boll.
There we go.
Just thought of it. Anyway, good times. No, it's huge. He's the first Frenchman to be in a Grand Smash final. Look at the road to Jongwoo Jin in the first round, Miłosz Radzimski in 5 after that. An Jae-hyun, that was clinical and very impressive. Sora Matsushima, the Japanese national champion, and Shang Peng, that really takes a toll. That match was incredible to watch. The 19-year-old here, talk to me about this penhold sensation.
He's the best penholder in the world. He's an Olympic bronze medalist in men's singles and men's team. He's already won a champions event, of course, in his own backyard, Montpellier, where we're heading soon. And this is his run through. Remember, he could have been out in the round of 32. He had to save a match point against Chen Yuan-Yu. And then he beat the man who defeated his brother Alexei Ionesco in 3 straight games. Chen Jun-song, a surprise package.
About what must have been going on to make the face look the way it did right there. There is some backstory for that with Wang Hao. So $135,000 and the taller of the 2 gold trophies will go to the winner of this match. The fan vote. Ooh, France! Well done! Okay, 65% behind Wang Chuqin, just shy of 2/3, and the remaining 35% behind the French superstar, the 19-year-old. This should be a tight one. Well, it could be a tight one. The world doesn't know. I'll say even Wang Chuqin's fans are concerned.
Want to serve. Level.
And I'll tell you why, because Felix has been playing incredibly, and they saw the semifinal with Shang Peng earlier today. Here we go.
Lost 1.
Not to mention, they know the week that Wang Chuqin has been through. He's playing right now for a triple crown. He's already got 2 titles to his name. It has been a very productive week, to say the least.
Yeah, we saw a special occasion appearance with him and Sun Yingxia. They won the mixed doubles. With Lin Shidong partnering up for only the 2nd time they won the men's doubles. So like you say, Adam, going for a triple crown. His 2nd triple crown at a Smash. He did it in Saudi last year.
Now, you had a chance to call Felix's semifinal match to get here. He was quite impressive. I'm sort of curious what your take was. What a comeback. Drop shots. Wang Chuqin has an incredibly high success rate taking drop shots, and Felix was right there with no panic, and he comes back with that down the line winner to follow. Ay-ya.
I'm not gonna lie, Adam, I kind of forgot what you asked me. Oh yeah, what did I make of the Linchadong Felix match? I thought it was outstanding. And I'm not just saying that because he won, and because it takes an outstanding performance to be at Linchadong. I was particularly impressed with his mental performance.
Yeah, he had some testing, trying times indeed. Had a chance to watch that from the field of play.
5-1.
Good start here for Wang Chuqin. In terms of concern, I don't know. Xiang Peng played so well. I can't remember the last time I saw Wang Chuqin looking so distraught, so disheveled, and words that don't start with DIS, but yeah, just sort of gutted and really challenged in that way mentally.
6-1.
There's a couple of things going on with the flashes in the crowd. We know how Wang Chuqin's put on his captain hat really, really well at this event in a few different moments. But yeah, battling back 3-1, you would have expected it. Really took his toll on him, but look how he's bouncing back.
2-6.
Look how he's managed to reset in such a short space of time.
Yeah, it's a wonderful start. Now the penhold grip, something that has been mainly Chinese dominated. Ooh,
3-6.
little shallower arc here to make that a bit challenging. I've heard you talk about it, and I know other than Wang Hao, I mean, Wang Hao's the best RPB I've seen. And the reverse penhold backhand, that RPB, Felix, very strong with.
7-3.
Yeah, incredible with the reverse penhold backhand. There he is, former world champion, 3-time Olympic finalist, and some of the Chinese coaches and players there as well. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting with Felix. For a penhold player, fairly backhand orientated. I know a lot of people have observed that.
8-3.
He's been looking to develop his forehand power, but look, Wang Chuqin's forehand here, I'm sure is going to be a difference maker.
3-9.
If the forehand's on song, he's borderline unstoppable.
Yeah, this is a wonderful long serve right to the baseline here. Something deep. Says, okay, just to mix it up. Nice serve, or calling for a ball. That's usually how I call for a ball.
4-9.
Just thinking of the penholder situation as we see Stéphane Lebrun there, former top 7 for France, the father of Felix and Alexis. Nice to see him. I haven't seen him at one of these major international events. Yeah, Montpellier, of course, runs the club and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I wasn't there last year, will be this year.
Yeah, outside of Montpellier, can't say I've seen him either. From a table tennis family. Their uncle as well, Stéphane Lebrun.
Christophe.
9-6.
Christophe Lebrun.
Yeah, everyone in the family plays, so. Nathanael Milan. He's been with Felix since he was 3. Speaking of 3, just down by 3, Felix making a comeback. Unstoppable inside the line here as Niu Guan Kai, Xiao Zhan and the gang, Sun Shun, cheer him on. These are the shots that when he's free, we didn't see so many of these against Xiang Peng. 4 game points, but 1 saved here. Change of pace, and Wang Chuqin, after covering a big shot to the backhand, takes control of the point and the game. 11-7. This will put a lot of hearts at ease right now, but in France and much of the world, I think it'll just change their pulse a bit and speed it up to hope for the comeback that would send this to a deciding 7th. A long way to go, though, with game 2 around the corner.
整个这种你这种在用正手这种去卸它中间或摆回它，要盯着它这一下用很紧啊。尤其拉回中间拉到正手，不要想它正手这块不太会，还是能拉过它的，这个要注意平衡，这个要注意，包括在一个长手啊，他的这种，所以前300这块，我觉得现在处理的非常好。
He played some excellent table tennis. Top 100 in England now?
Yeah, nearly. I can't believe they've shown that. That's made my day.
Wow, man. Well, I have no shame in losing to a guy playing the way you played.
Oh, man. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Learn from the best.
1 love.
I'm going to find out who that is and study as well. Good times, good times. So Wang Chuqin starting off game number 2. That was a charming little break there.
Wow.
Nice to get some exercise, and thanks to Joe Dow and the whole team for putting that on. That was really cool. Inside out forehand, dismissive. He looks free. I want to talk about in the zone. You and I have talked about this. We've seen it being on tour with the players. They get into tunnel vision. They get really focused.
Love 3.
Now, I had a little chat with Felix after his semifinal, on court and afterwards. But I saw him just before this match, and it was like he was hypnotized. He said thank you when I held the door, but he said thank you like a warrior.
Wow.
4
There
love.
was just, he had so much going on, and nothing could distract him from it. That's pretty cool. That said, Wang Chuqin, up 1-0, 4 points to 0, has clearly done his work as well. Edge of the table, Wang Chuqin continuing.
Felix knows exactly what it takes against a man as complete as this. Unbelievable. I mean, Felix played out of his skin in that United States Smash semi-final. Just came out short against Wang Chuqin. But this is a final. This is different. You can imagine what it would mean for him to become the second European to win a Smash so soon after Charles Beauregard. And to do it in China, can you imagine? To do it in the Dragon's Den against this man, the world #1, would be some story. Straight after beating Lin Chidong.
It would be. That said, right now, Wang Chuqin quite secure.
1-6.
Put a crack in the windshield. We'll see if it continues. A step in the right direction for Felix Lebrun might be a better analogy at this point.
7-1.
Beautiful backhand flick from Wang Chuqin. He's in cruise control here. He's been able to test the forehand recovery of Felix Lebrun, vary the spins, mostly very rotation balls into the Felix forehand. When he's playing that backhand flick like that as well, it's a cause for concern.
Wow, there's some serious cause for concern here. I don't have to think back very far to the match with Xiang Peng, and just feels like he's broken out of whatever handcuffs Xiang Peng had on him earlier, but different player here. Different game, different strengths. I realized, I'll save it for later, something to clarify from our video between breaks earlier. Fans might enjoy.
2-9.
Tight serve.
This is tough here for Felix Lebrun. It's hard to even tell whether he's playing well or not. Wang Chuqin's locking him down tactically here. I'm sure it won't be as one-sided as this on the scoreboard in the next game, no matter what happens, but you never know. Wang's a man on a mission.
11-2.
And a mission accomplished in game number 2. He's up 2-0 with a dominant, very clear message in game number 2. And with the facial expression that we saw just before that, when he was up 10-2, I mean, that looked like a guy who got somebody else's sandwich, got the wrong order. He just, a satisfied player? Not yet. He knows not to celebrate too early. When there is a celebration, there's just a feeling that it's beyond himself. So, 2 games halfway there. First player to get 4. We've got Rebecca Adams down on the scene. Rebecca, what's it like down there at sea level?
Well, I was just watching Felix Lebrun heading back towards his coach. He was looking down at the ground, shook his head, and he slammed his towel down on the bench and wouldn't even make eye contact with Coach Molan. He is very shaken here.
Well, understandable. We know he wears his heart on his sleeve. Different, I'd say, tactics mentally, let's say, in terms of showing emotion. We've seen Bertruls who did it quite well, I guess. It worked for him. For Felix, it almost seems like when he gets angry, it does. That said, it's not across the board. Jan-Ove Waldner never really showed his cards. in that sense. By the way, the media smash included media from Chinese television and all over. There were a lot of competitors from Peru's junior national team, China, all over, so. Even more credit to Fraser on that.
And yourself, mate.
Thanks.
No, it was great fun, and it was a wonderful thing.
So right now, the whole world is watching as France battles China. But these two individually, and Wang Chuqin, think about when he played Ugo, not at the World Championships, but the last time, as we've got a timeout here for Felix Lebrun. What do you think it's going to take for Felix to really cause the greatest impact here and effect to win?
Well, as well as maybe an extraneous variable or two, tactically speaking, I think he's going to try and rush Wang Chuqin early in the rally. Some long serving, some heavy spinning into backhand.
Ce qu'on avait dit aussi sur le fait qu'on ne montre pas rien, on est dedans. On lui montre rien, tu te bagarres, tout ce que tu veux. Des fois, bah, ça va pas le faire, mais c'est pas grave, tu te bagarres. Allez, faut qu'on arrive à tourner, là, sortir d'ici, tu reviens et tu te bagarres, tu fais tout. Allez, mec. Mon service, je sais pas quoi faire en vrai. Si, c'est fait. Le service là, ton service était parfait. Donc ça, c'est la bonne zone, tu as réussi. Continue, tu l'as mis un peu plus loin, c'est ça, et l'ont coupé au milieu. Allez, mec, allez.
Rebecca Adams, we hear your French is better than ours. Talk to us. What'd you get?
From what I got, he was Coach Molan was telling Lebrun, but he's serving well. Keep doing that and just keep fighting for everything. Just keep fighting.
Well, let's see words of encouragement here. The fighting spirit for the Frenchman. Wow. Even falling back, he fought, and it paid off. With his father here and a father figure in his coach, someone who's been with him for 16 years of his life. It's going to be a strong team, a strong pairing.
Ooh.
Well, we're getting some electric points right out of the timeout. Felix extending it on the defense. Falling back twice, he's still able to put up serious counter loop exchanges.
They're doing well after Wang Chuqin gets in with that first attack.
2-3.
Good here from Felix Lebrun. Nice out of the timeout, playing well, playing with freedom. He's going to try and take a leaf out of the Rajimski handbook. Problems in that match started for Wang Chuqin at 2-0, so it's not too dire of a situation right now for the Frenchman. Best of 7 as well, remember. You just have to do so many things right. It's tough to generalize tactically against someone like Wang Chuqin,
who's just won 12 of the last 16 points.
5-2.
And continuing. I think the whole world was wondering what form he would be in, how he would come back after that Xiang Peng match. That was just as mentally draining as almost anything I've seen, other than maybe Wang Chuqin and Ugo Calderano.
Yeah.
4-6.
And Wang Chuqin looks like he's been cryogenically frozen and just thawed off, and he's ready. Had a nice ice bath, good night's sleep. It's a man who came here prepared. Wow, a few more shots, a bonus after that big Wang Chuqin opening.
Outstanding recovery. Felix raises his hand in apology. Did he top edge one of those balls? I'm not too sure, but still great recovery. Nice parallel. Oh my word.
No chances on this one. Do whatever you want with that receipt. Steve Dayton and Petra Serling know that right there is just next level.
What can you do?
It's when you thought it was turned up to full blast. He's like, no, actually, these speakers are more powerful than you realize. Check out the forehand on this.
8-3.
A strong deep serve as well. The apology from before, I think sometimes when you're out of position and you feel a little bit lucky to return something awkwardly,
yeah,
sometimes you'll see an apology there. And as much spin as you can put on a shot, Wang Chuqin gets the whole body behind this, gets low, it's that long stroke and a lot of racket speed.
Just think of the number of finals where you've been maybe thinking, wow, Wang Chuqin's under the cosh here. This player he's going to be up against is on fire. And then he just completely locks it down, shuts it down, and wins fairly convincingly in the end. The World Final against Calderano, Fukuoka against Haramoto, US Smash Final against Haramoto. It's incredible what he does.
10-4.
And after some serious momentum, 23 of the previous 32 points. It's a game point saved, still 6 more to go. The difference between their world rankings and their scores on screen.
$10-5.
And the serve is tough to receive. He tries to drop it shallowly behind the net, succeeds in that, but the height just enough. And with the fast pounce of Lionheart, he's in there with the claws out and ready to attack. The king of the jungle is the king of the table. Timeout deflated. It's a 3-0 lead. The last hurdle for Wang Chuqin in last round was crossed just barely, but right now this is incredibly strong. Less than 5 points on average. Now remember, he's playing for a triple crown here. The last time he did was the Saudi Smash last year. A very unique, memorable event. Patrick Franziska was quite right now. Things are looking good for another one.
Just a game away here. Saw Franziska there. He was the first European to reach a Smash final. Morregard made history in Malmö. Lebrun's made history here as the first Frenchman to reach a Smash final. Gauzy nearly did it in Sweden, didn't he, against Shadong?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about 2024, the
Fourth
second
game,
half of the year.
Wang to serve, love all.
It might have been really hard for a lot of fans, and of course for Wang Chuqin to have so many upsets against him. But I think it's made him stronger.
One love.
It's the times where you feel like quitting, when it gets hard, that you just build the strongest muscle around whatever you need to protect you and continue growing.
Love two.
And man, has he grown. Just looks like a completely different guy. You can ask an actor, singer, chef.
One, two.
This is not going to be the way that Felix wins a lot of points, but on a few occasions changes the timing with a slightly more arcing spin shot from behind the table. He normally stays right on top of the table.
2-all.
And a good tight serve. That's part of the reason. If you talk to other pros, they're like, it's ridiculous how fast he is. I talked to Adi Serene. He's like, his pace is just another level. It's suffocating. It's tough to compete with. And Adi even took him to a timeout, 9 in one game.
Yeah.
But just that one.
3-2.
Just amazing. There's only so much Felix Lebrun can impose himself from that forehand half against Chuqin. Middle, a little bit wider, then into backhand. No two balls are the same.
2-4.
Right into the middle, smart. Started last point with a similar attack. This is classic tactics. Timo Boll would always say, hit it at the elbow, then you get someone slightly off balance, they get a weaker shot back, and then you can exploit the opening. Stevie Wonder impression there for a moment.
3-4.
A beautiful fluid backhands there from Felix Lebrun.
It's tough to find belief at times, but it's what they get paid to do.
4-all.
And there were moments against the former world #1, as Dad watches on, Stéphane Lebrun, that Felix looked like he was in trouble. That timeout in game #4 when he was, what, 5-6 down and never turned back after that.
Four, 5.
Chop block is waiting, but it's unnecessary. We'd love to see an RPB chop block, just the table tennis heads out there.
Yeah, not something you see every day at all. We miss you, Chuqin.
5-all.
Remember, this is a must-win for Felix Lebrun, as every game will be, as Lin Shidong sits next to the team doctor and the rest of the squad watching on.
6-5.
Good deception, subtle pendulum serve there.
I like the expression on the face there of Shidong, as I say, you get him, big brother.
Yeah, there is incredible chemistry between them.
6-all.
After all, Wang Chuqin, during his interview, reminded the fans, hey, we're all part of the same team here. We're supporting Team China, right? Lin Shidong's played some incredible table tennis. He's a lovely guy, and he works really hard. He's still, what, 5 years younger than Wang Chuqin? Serve success-wise, nearly 80% for Wang Chuqin. Wow, 32% plus better. That's a wonderful lob. Right near the baseline, lots of top spin. These are not as easy as they look. I often look to see if the racket's twiddled here. Wang Chuqin, keep your eye on his racket. Doesn't twiddle because he wants to keep the top spin on. And that changes things a bit, so the ball arcs down into the net.
The beauty of creating something suspenseful.
7-all.
Continued pressure, Wang Chuqin continuing to level, does not want any confidence to creep into his opponent. The respect is always there, but he knows that he wants to close this door as quickly as possible.
Oh, great adaptation there with the backhand from Chuqin. Just 3 away from winning this whole thing.
Big serve to come, looking to level Felix. But the freedom as he turns, as fluid as can be on receive, those 2 points. This is the Wang Chuqin that we're used to seeing. A man who decides and rarely gets the ball back long enough, but has the finishing shot.
You know, that's a world-class serve, right? And never mind.
10-7.
Relentless.
And he now has 3 championship points for his 3rd title here. A triple crown, the first time since the Saudi smash for Wang Chuqin. Lionheart takes it. It has been a tough week. And this is right back at the coach and for the team. He has completed a triple crown in a very ambitious schedule. If you chose somebody, your itinerary for this week and the pressure that you would face, the opponents that he had throughout this week, the schedule, and yet he rose to the occasion in every category. After the semifinals, I think most of the world would have understood if he came back and was only at 50% or didn't look like the same player. But he looked better than he did in the semifinals. He looked completely fresh and new.